that we are doing.
Right. You call this a small project?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is a small project. We did this one with Hondas.
All right.
Meet Martha Karwira, the proprietor of Nairobi Elite Housing.
How much does it cost?
It costs 7 million.
7 million shillings for all this?
For all this, including the fence.
This piece of land?
It's actually an eighth of an acre. When you talk of an eighth of an acre, it's a full eighth of an acre.
As we crisscross the expansive Rongai area where she has a number of both complete and ongoing projects, I was curious to know how she got into real estate business.
Yeah, this dream was born from my own experience constructing my own house. I was working, and as I endeavored doing my house, when I was working, I made so much loss. I lost so much money in it.
And just like that, an idea was born.
That dream came up that people should come up that could do something good for the clients, okay? Right. Because time is not there for many people who are working, okay?
But how exactly did she manage to get into real estate?
I started buying plots. Every time I would buy one plot, I keep. 2 plots, I keep. So by the time I was coming into this, I had several plots to start on.
Martha did not get into business accidentally nor after retirement. It began from childhood.
So I started my business, small business, when I was in primary school.
Right. What business was this?
I would go to the farm, I farm for people, I get paid, and I buy my mattress. I buy something. Because I remember like in the university, I was doing my small business there. I would sell things to students. I'll pay my school fees and pay for my sibling.
It was a tough upbringing that molded Martha into an astute business lady.
From the earliest childhood, we were struggling for ourselves to make life. From the earliest childhood, I started becoming independent.
Today, Martha is an accomplished real estate developer, but admits starting the business was not easy.
Now, when you decided that you wanted to get into real estate,
yes.
How much money did you put into the business to start with?
And you see, like now, when we are starting, the capital was a very big issue, okay? Yes, having bought plots, and the time I was leaving the bank was like, we didn't even have much money. We started with 2 houses. Those 2 houses I couldn't even finish completely without assistance. I remember going to a bank, and the bank was like, no, this is your first project, and how do we know you'll sell? How do we know what? You know, I couldn't get help from a bank.
But her never-say-die attitude kept her going even without adequate capital.
If you have no idea, no amount of money will put you in business. So you must have an idea. And that idea, you should synthesize it to be a product, okay? And then you start getting money from it.
So what has made her business tick this far?
The quality of the work we do and the value we give the customers. Yeah, we've not lacked the customer. Actually, we've not even done our marketing. We see ours is that kind of word of mouth. So yet another project. We are having 20 units here. Mention it.
And they look different, so this
clearly this different from the other. This is a different segment.
All right. How much would like this house now go for?
10 million.
10 million for this one?
Yeah, 10 million.
Clearly, this is a woman in business, and as we get more comfortable with each other, she shares something that totally blows my mind.
I'm going to Mauritius for my holiday.
How many days will you be in Mauritius?
I'll be there for actually 2 weeks.
How much?
I want to spend maybe around 500,000 to 1 million for myself. Yeah?
You just spoil yourself.
Yeah, sometime, yeah. And be a Mwilia Sandy, okay?
Reminds me of this saying, all work and no play makes Martha a dull girl. But after the play, in this case, the holiday.
But when it comes to work, Tony, I remove everything. And then again, I enjoy what I'm doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. No wonder she has dreams to expand even further.
We are seeing ourselves progressing to the point that we will be the giant in the real estate.
And as we end our interview, Martha shares some advice.
Where there is no pain, there is no gain. So you have to begin from somewhere. Start with a small step. You may not begin like even in real estate. Can I tell you something, Tony? I even sold Sukuma Wiki at one point.
For Movers and Shakers, I am Tony Timase.